consumer inflation has risen to 5%. That's the year-on-year figure for July, up from 4.7% in June. It's in line with what economists had expected. The main drivers in the latest inflation figure for the period were higher food, petrol, electricity, and water prices.
Inflation, measuring the changes in the prices of goods and services, is expected to increase further in the coming months. It's expected to breach the Reserve Bank's upper target bracket by early next year. The food and non-alcoholic beverages index increased by 0.1%, while housing and utilities went up by 3.1% between June and July. The transport index increased by 1% on a month-on-month basis on the back of a 44 cents per litre increase in the petrol price. The biggest risk to inflation outlook is the weak rand, which is expected to counter the positive impact of the low oil prices. It will be a hard road ahead for consumers.
Consumers definitely under pressure, particularly over the coming months, because now they're trying to cope with the higher electricity and water price. Obviously, they've seen an interest rate increase that will also hurt some of the consumers. And then generally, we know that employment conditions are under pressure. Companies are not able to give the same sort of salary increases. Some companies are cutting back in terms of employment or retrenching. So I would say that consumers are going to have a difficult few months ahead. Hopefully, we don't see widespread retrenchments. If that starts to happen, then clearly the economy is going to hurt quite a lot more.
It is likely that the Reserve Bank will increase interest rates again only next year.
They recently increased interest rates. The currency is under a little bit of pressure, so that will concern them. But I think for the moment, they'll probably adopt a wait-and-see approach. I'm not expecting a further rate hike this year, but I am expecting the Reserve Bank to increase interest rates slowly next year. I think in general, the Reserve Bank will try and move interest rates up a little bit from current levels. I don't think, though, it will move up that substantially, even if the rand weakens a little bit further.
The petrol price is likely to drop again by about 55 cents a litre next month. This will help inflation a bit before it again begins an upward trend early in the new year. Inflation is expected to average 6% in 2016. Gloria Sefako Mosi, SABC News, Johannesburg.